welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you a gigantic nail polish haul. Before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know you enjoy this kind of content, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so you don't miss out on future uploads. So I guess this is technically my fall nail polish haul, but it's been a while since I've done my last haul video. I think the last one went through May, so these are all the polishes pretty much that I purchased from June through October. So like 5 months worth of nail polish purchases. I'm pretty pleased that I think it is under 100 polishes. There have been months before, you know, in years past where maybe in 1 month I would have accumulated, or 2 months, accumulated this amount of polishes, but I've really shown some restraint. I've actually been on a nail polish budget, kind of strayed a little bit since the past month or so, but I have been just much more mindful of my nail polish purchases and trying to be a little bit more intentional about not purchasing things that I think I might have dupes for already. I shopped lots of different places. We've got a good amount of mainstream, a lot of indies too though, some mystery boxes from mainstream and indie de-stashes, some PPU shades, some polishes I've purchased from different brands, Girly Bits, Fancy Gloss, I'm looking over there, sorry. Nailed it, lots and lots of beautiful new polishes. And then a few of these as well have been gifted. Beyond Polish did send me a lot of polishes in the mail. They know I've been all about the mainstream comparisons lately. If you haven't seen those, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I do post them there. But I also, of course, include them in my mainstream reviews for upcoming releases. But Beyond Polish knew that I was doing a lot more comparisons. They asked if I wanted some more polishes to be able to compare even more stuff, and I said absolutely. So out of these almost 100 polishes, some of them I didn't even purchase. They were just sent, which of course I'm super grateful for. And because of that, a lot of these polishes are available on Beyond Polish. If you use my affiliate code, which is Ray, R-A-E, at checkout, you will get 10% off your entire order. And I so appreciate you all using that discount code. It really helps support my channel. I will leave links for that down in the description box, and I'll also link any of these polishes that are currently available for sale. All right, we have a lot of polishes to look at today, so let's go ahead and check them out. All right, so before we get into the polishes, I did want to share with you what I have on my nails because I love it. I am wearing this orally breathable shade called Light My Campfire. It is so gorgeous and glowy. I actually didn't even add it to my fall rack. I had it set aside for a different video, but had to get it on my nails this season because my goodness, like wow. And I feel like it's kind of a little bit brighter on camera than it is in real life. In real life, it feels a lot more like a burnt orange kind of shade, and it's so beautiful. I will link it and any of the polishes that I share with you in today's video down in the description box. Also, a little disclaimer, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I do have a little bit of a cold right now, so my apologies. So we're first going to take a look at some shades I got from Girly Bits, which this was my first time shopping from their site. This shade is called I Don't Think You're Ready for This Jelly. It came out for PBE this summer, but they had Overpour available on their site. It's a neon purple base with all of these shifty iridescent flakies, lots of blue and pink in there, but I think I see gold and purple shifts too. As soon as I saw Caitlin swatches swatch this one, I knew it had to be mine. I hadn't ever, I think, really wanted a PBE Overpour enough to buy from the site ever, but this, for some reason, I was like, I have to have it. So I'm really excited to have it in my collection. It does look pretty sheer in 3 coats, and it did dry down matte. I didn't remember that, but it looks gorgeous glossy too. And the main reason I had to shop the Girly Bits site this summer was to support Caitlin's swatches and grab some of her beautiful collaboration shades. This one is called Fever Dream on Mars. It is Caitlin in a bottle. I think. It's a gorgeous neon pink. It's got pink shimmer. It's got lots of shifty flakes. It's just so super fun. I wish I would have worn it this summer, but I'll definitely wear it next summer. And here's what it looks like on the nails. Those flakes just shine. They almost have like a metallic quality to them. And the base, the pink base, is very cool leaning. It's just amazing. And then the other shade I had to grab from her collaboration was Opal Lesson Time. This one is a topper. We know Caitlin loves her toppers, and you're gonna see I do too. I got a lot of toppers in this video, but this one has a clear base, of course, with some gorgeous opalescent, iridescent-y flakes. So here is what that one looks like layered over a grayish purple cream. It's got hollow too. I don't think I said that. This is a beautiful topper. I don't know if these are still available. If they are though, you should go grab this because it's amazing. Like, I think I got at least 10 toppers coming up here in the next little bit, and this one I think is my favorite out of all of them. It's just so shiny and so sparkly and beautiful. I think this one I'm definitely gonna wear in the winter time. I also grabbed some gorgeous toppers from Noodles nail polish. They have some beautiful glitter toppers. This one's called Wildflowers. I think it came out in their summer release. They had a release of just toppers, I think, this summer, and I couldn't resist. So this one has a clear base, lots of different glitters, purple, pink, and yellow mostly. Maybe some white too. Some are hollow, some are matte, micro glitters, and hex too. Lots of glitter. So here is this one layered over a pink cream. This is 3rd grade Rachel's dream nail polish. I loved purple, pink, and yellow, and when I saw them combined in that topper, I absolutely had to shop that release. This just, it makes my heart sing. It's so cute. Another one I grabbed from Noodles is called Winter Park. This one released last year, I think, and I really wanted it last year, but I didn't want to just grab one polish, and there wasn't anything else on the site I felt like I had to have. So I'm glad it was still around when I shopped this summer. This has a ton of hollow and some champagne-y kind of glitters, I think. It's just very, very shiny. So here is Winter Park over like a taupe cream, and it's got some iridescent flakes as well. This one kind of reminds me of Opalescent Time, but just a little bit more intense and a little heavier. Opalescent Time from Girly Bits definitely feels light and fairy-like, and this one, I don't know, it's just a little bit more intense. I like it. It's pretty. I also got this one kind of on impulse. It is called Hyacinth. Hyacinth is also a topper, and it's got red, pink, and light blue hex glitters and micro glitters. So I love glitter toppers, but I usually like daintier glitter toppers, and these are starting to get on the large side for me. So once I layered it over this gray cream, I was like, oh, I don't know how often I'm gonna reach for this. I do really like the color combo. I don't think the base I picked is really showing that off super well, but yeah, I'm having a little bit of second thoughts on this one. It is pretty though. And then the last topper I got from Noodles is called Island Breeze. This was part of their release this summer too. It is also a topper, and it is a clear base with all of these beautiful tealy, turquoisey glitters and some silver hollow glitters too. So here is what it looks like in one coat over a dark blue, and oh my gosh, this one might be my favorite of the 4. It's so pretty. It looks like definitely like kind of mermaidy in the bottle, but over the navy I feel like it's so perfect for winter time. I also shopped from Fancy Gloss this summer. I'm telling y'all, I was on a topper kick. This one is called Golden Goddess. It's a clear base with a vibrant gold shimmer. I was so excited to find this on the Fancy Gloss site. Y'all know I've been loving a gold shimmer lately, and I've been searching for my perfect pink with a gold flash. Well, now I can make it happen with any pink cream I have because I have this glorious gold topper. Who knew that just a plain gold topper would be so hard to find? But I did. I looked many places and I had lots of gold to green toppers, but not many just gold. And that's what I wanted. This one is perfect. Here is what it looks like over a red cream, and tell me that is not amazing. Like, even people who don't like gold, like, come on. It's just so shiny. It looks like there's like a light in the polish. It's so glowy. I'm very excited about this topper. I think I'm gonna use it all the time. And then I also got this shade from Fancy Gloss called Frozen Opal. This one is a very silvery, iridescent, flaky topper. It is so interesting. I've never seen anything like it. The flakes are just so intense and very like chilly. I feel like I need a sweater just looking at this topper. So here's what it looks like over a teal cream. I don't know if I like it as much on as I do in the bottle. In the bottle, you can really see those shifts, but I'm not seeing them in person or on camera, but maybe I'll see them in lower lighting. I think so. I also don't know if I like the base color I paired this with, but it's definitely interesting and I'm looking forward to playing around with it. The next one I have to share was actually a gift from a sweet friend named Agatha. She started her own brand and it's called Forget Me Not Lacquer. This one has a clear base and all of these really interesting glitters. There are red hex glitters, these little gold squiggly glitters, some hollow glitters. I want to say some rose gold in there maybe too. I have nothing like this. And I was really surprised to get this because I wasn't expecting it, but also to see those gold squiggly glitters. I've only ever seen one other brand use them. It was Emily DeMolly, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to grab it or not, and now I'm glad I didn't because I can play around with them in this super unique topper. So here's what it looks like over an olive green cream. All of these glitters, by the way, I just put a glossy top coat. I didn't do a glitter smoother, but I think this is just so fun and unique. I love that I can see now that the little, I almost want to call them like snake glitters, are holographic. This is so cool. If you're not following Agatha on Instagram, I think that's where she posts her releases. I will make sure to link Forget Me Not down in the description too. I also shopped some Bluebird this summer. Quite a few brands came out with Maui charity polishes and I wanted to grab them and support. So I got this one, Rainbow Eucalyptus. This one is so interesting. It is in Bluebird's Shattered Hollow finish, but it's silver shattered hollow with a lot of rainbow metallic flakes in there too. I'm not typically drawn to silver polishes. I just don't reach for them often, but I do love a Bluebird Shattered Hollow, and I love some rainbow metallic flakes, so I know I'm going to love this on the nails. Here is what it looks like built up, and if it is this sparkly and holographic inside in my studio lighting, I know my mind's gonna be blown when I take it out into the sunlight. I can't wait. It's probably going in my winter rack. They did a second Maui charity polish called Iwi. I know that's not how you say that. I'm so sorry. But this one has like a reddish, kind of corally base with holographic microflakes and this gorgeous red to gold to green shifting shimmer. It's so beautiful. I was a little bit on the fence about getting this one. I'm just very picky about my corals. Sometimes I don't like how coral looks on me, but on the nail I think it looks less coral and more red. So I think I will really enjoy this one. I definitely don't have anything like it. And then the next Bluebird was actually a gift. It released in the August polish pickup. It's called Rollin with my Chromies. This one is a sky blue base with some incredible, like, you all. Like out of this world shifty shimmer. Gold, green, red, pink. It is fantastic. Here is what it looks like built up, and I'm telling you, it is so much more incredible in person. My jaw dropped to the floor when I unboxed this. Like, wow. At first I wasn't so sure if I needed it because I have other blue shifting shimmers, but I don't have anything like this. It is so incredibly shifty. I truly feel like I see the rainbow. I also placed an order with Rogue Lacquer this summer. This shade is called Snow Business. This one is a beautiful, dusty, wintry light blue base with holographic flakes and some beautiful gold to green to copper shimmer. So actually this shade I didn't order. I ordered a shade kind of similar to this. I don't even remember which it was. But when I unboxed this one, I was like, oh, okay. I really like this. I like thought about messaging Rogue because Rachel, the maker, is great. I know she would have sent the shade I ordered over instead, but I was like, you know what? I kind of just want this one. I think I kind of like it better than the one I'd planned to order, so it all turned out fine in the end. And here is what that one looks like. Yeah, that's beautiful. The base is just so cool toned. It is perfect for winter. So another one I'll be adding to my winter rack. And then this shade is why I placed that order. It's also from Rogue Lacquer, of course, and it's called Holly Jolly. So when this released, I was intrigued but not interested enough to purchase it. Well, tell me why this summer I literally had a dream about this polish. And I had to get it. I don't remember what the dream was, but I just woke up in the middle of the night thinking I need that green Crowley from Rogue Lacquer. Please tell me it's still available. What in the world? I don't know. I don't know. And so I looked on the website. Thank goodness it was still there. So I had to get it. I knew I would regret it if I didn't. It has like a foresty green base with all of these gorgeous Imagineering shifty flakes and black flakes too. I love this finish from Rogue Lacquer, but I only have a couple from its initial release. So here is what it looks like built up in 3 coats. It definitely has like a jelly feel, so it took all 3 coats to build up to full opacity, but it is beautiful. I think when it released, I was not feeling it as a holiday shade. It's just a little unconventional for me for December, but I think it's going to be amazing in January or February, maybe March. Bee's Knees Lacquer also released a Maui charity polish, and I had to jump on that. It is called Maui. This one was actually a mystery polish, and when it came in, I was a little bit disappointed. I just looked in the bottle, and it's so dark. I guess I thought it's releasing in the summer. It's inspired by Maui. It's going to be something bright, right? Well, it's not. It is quite dark. In the bottle, it looks blue and purple for sure. But on the nail, it's a little bit more of like a teal base, and then it has a blue to purple shifting shimmer. I will say I like it much better on the nail than I did in the bottle, and I think I'm going to give it a try before destashing it. I thought I would destash it as soon as I got it because you all know I just don't really care for dark blues that much, but I might like this in the winter. I might. It might be just bright enough. All right, we're looking at my past few polish pickup purchases. First, it's been a while. I haven't been shopping polish pickup super consistently. I've started a nail polish budget. Did I mention that? I think I did in my intro. And so I've just been trying to be a little bit more mindful. And a lot of stuff that I'm tempted to get is stuff that I already have something kind of similar. So I felt like these next few polish pickup shades were super unique to my collection and could justify purchasing them. This first one is from Atomic Polish, and it is Sour Apple Rings. This one has I don't even know. I was going to say vibrant, but that's not even enough. A like blindingly green neon base with a gold shimmer. I'm not a big neon green girl. I wanted to wear this summer. I didn't, partially because I didn't haul it yet, but also just I was intimidated. I wore Cushy from Cert Colors this summer, didn't love that, and so when this came in, I was thinking I'd already ordered it before I wore Cushy. Uh-oh, should I have really grabbed that? but I still love everyone else's swatches of it, so I think I'm gonna really like it. It had a thicker formula and was fully opaque in 2 coats on the nail wheel, and the gold glow is much more noticeable in person. I am pretty excited to wear this. I even thought a few hours ago, wow, that one would be kind of fun to bust out in the middle of winter. From DRK Nails in August PPU, I got Glory. This is a clear-ish base, very lightly tinted base maybe, with incredible blue to purple to like aqua shifting shimmer and silver reflective glitter. The swatches of this I could not get it out of my mind. And then after I'd ordered it, I just kind of realized, you know, I think I could have come up with something similar. I have some blue shifty toppers and I have a silver reflective glitter topper. So I don't know that I needed this, but it is beautiful on the swatch wheel. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats, and the camera is doing it zero justice. From my angle, I can see all of the sparkle in that reflective glitter. I'm pretty sure I see hollow too, actually. And yeah, another one that's gonna be stunning in the winter time. I kind of swatched them out of order. We're going back to Rewind. This one's looking a lot darker on camera, but this one's from Great Lakes Lacquer, and it is called Lake Superior Shenanigans. It has a really pretty, soft, snowy white base with shimmer that shifts green to blue to turquoise or aqua, and maybe some purple. It's so pretty. This one, when it initially released, everyone was like, you have to get it, you have to get it, it's amazing. All the swatchers were like, you're gonna regret it. And they were right, I regretted it. I thought I had stuff that was similar. I didn't have anything that was similar enough. And I am very grateful to have this in my collection now. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats, and the shimmer is absolutely unreal. Another one that I can't wait to wear this winter. This one was inspired by Nurse Jackie. I also grabbed Emily DeMolly Ode to No One. This one has a purple base and lots of really dazzling flakies in gold, green, blue, purple, pink, lots of colors. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats. It is much prettier in person and a lot prettier in lower lighting than it's coming up on camera. But I don't know if I needed this one. I have other purple flaky polishes, and it's honestly just not a finish or color combo that I reach for often. So I am gonna give it a try, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this end up in my D stash. And then the last shade I got from PPU Rewind, I had to get it, Wildflower Lacquer, Perhaps a Christmas Gourd. I am so excited to have this in my collection now. I spent months just, you know, in agony. I'm so dramatic. Agonizing over the shade and how I let it slip through my fingers, and what was I thinking? It's the perfect red, and now I have it, and I'm gonna wear it for the holidays, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It is a red shimmer, and it's left me speechless. It's so beautiful. Here's what it looks like built up on the nail, and again, camera, you're not doing your job. It is so much prettier in person. The shimmer just sparkles and glows like nothing else. It's the perfect holiday red. I'm probably gonna wear it on Christmas Day. Wildflower released a dark forest collection in late summer, and this was the shade that I had to have. I wanted it so much that I bought it all on its own. I never do that. This one's called Autumnal Winds. It is in the same finish as some of their other polishes that I love. There's a gold one, there's a purple one, and their names are escaping me right now. But anyway, it's this like crushed, hollow, flaky finish with super saturated base, and I love all the ones I have like this. So I knew I needed the gorgeous orange for fall, of course. Here's what it looks like, and it is every bit as beautiful in person as it was in the swatch photos. I might go ahead and wear this ahead of a bunch of polishes on my fall rack because I just can't resist. I've purchased quite a few nail kits recently too. This one came out in their Volume 2 Taste the Rainbow collection, and it's called Pineapple Dole Whip. This one is a really soft, kind of buttery jelly yellow base, and it's got these flakes that are shifty They shift gold to copper to green, and they almost have like a metallic quality to them. They're very shiny. Kind of reminds me of like Easter grass. Here is what it looks like built up in 3 coats on the nail. I am very excited to wear this one. It is actually prettier in person than I thought it would be. I had high hopes, but I don't know. I like the original Taste the Rainbow collection a little bit more. Also, this looks really nice. The red, orange, the Roy G. Bev. I'm liking that. I wish this was blue. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. I liked the original Taste the Rainbow collection so much that I thought volume 2 would kind of let me down. That's why I only got a couple, but this is really, really beautiful. And then I also got the green from that collection because I regret not getting the green from the original Taste the Rainbow collection. This one is called Party Like a Papaya. This one has a jelly green base and it's on the cooler side, but the flakes are on the warmer side, and it's a really interesting juxtaposition. I also like that gigantic flaky right there. This one on the nail wheel, I was a little bit disappointed by. It is very, very sheer. This is what it looks like in 3 coats, and I suspect I'll see a decent amount of nail line showing through, even with my nails being very short. So we'll see. Hopefully I like it more than I think I will, but I definitely prefer the yellow between the two. On a whim, I also grabbed this one. It's called Itsy Bitsy Spider. This one released in a collection earlier this year. It's inspired by Nailed It's child. She had a baby recently, maybe the same year that I had mine last year. Or the year before, I don't remember, but I think it was the year before, because I think this was her second baby collection. I guess it's not called baby. They're called Everlasting collection, but she released one before, and then I think she released this one this year. But anyway, they're inspired by some of her baby's favorite things, and I just think that's so sweet. So Itsy Bitsy Spider was one of her baby's favorite songs, and at the time of purchasing this, it was also my baby's favorite song. So I had to grab it for that reason alone. But it has a cool toned, kind of grapey purple base with these flakes that shift aqua to pink to purple to gold. It's so pretty, and I have nothing like this either. Here is what it looks like built up in 3 coats. This one also is a little bit sheerer than I was expecting. I was hoping it would be more opaque, so I think I'll be layering it over something else, but the flakes are very pretty. This next shade was kind of an impulse purchase. It's also from Nailed It, and it's called High Roller. This one has a very dusty, lavendery gray base with some intense shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green. When I heard this was coming back for PP Rewind, I wasn't super thrilled. Like I wasn't familiar with this polish, so it's not one that I had been looking forward to grabbing. But once I saw the swatches, I was pretty interested. The shimmer just looked so vibrant and attention grabbing. I thought I'd grab it just to see if I liked it, and I can't wait to wear it. It's another one that will likely be added to my winter rack this year, but I could see myself wearing it in spring too. And then from Nailed It as well, this one actually I got from AD Stash. This one is Johnny Silverhand, and it was part of a Sparkle and Shine collab. This one has a purple base, blue shimmer, and hollow flakes. So I had Wildflower Lacquer Panda Painter in my collection, and my mom saw me swatch it and was like, oh my gosh, I want that. And so I gave it to her, and I've been regretting it ever since. And I know she wore it and got a ton of compliments, so there is no way she's gonna give it up, but she will let me borrow it. But I've been looking for something that will, you know, make me miss that polish less, and I thought maybe this could be it. It definitely isn't. The base is a lot less saturated, and it's just not as intensely vibrant as Panda Painter. But it is gorgeous all on its own, and one I know I will really enjoy. Even though I don't love purples, I can't resist shifting shimmer and hollow flakes. From that same D-Stash, this one comes from Alchemy Lacquers, and it's Party On. This one was also a PBE polish, and I was getting that Nailed It anyway. This one looked intriguing, so I decided to just grab this one too. It has a soft purple base, blue metallic flakes, maybe some hollow flakes, and some Autumnal Shifting Shimmer, red, copper, gold, green. Here's what it looks like on the nail. You can see the base is more of like a blue leaning purple. It almost feels kind of periwinkle, and those blue flakes really make this one unique to my collection. I don't have many things with blue metallic flakes or metallic flakes in general, and I think it really makes this polish different. And I have quite a few Stella Chroma mystery shades to share with you. This is the first one all the way back to June this year. It's got an incredibly beautiful blue base. It's like sky blue, but so much more intense than that. And then these iridescent flakes and maybe some hollow flakes as well. When this one came in the mail, I was flabbergasted. And then when I saw people's swatches of it, I was just like craving getting it on my nails. I didn't this summer, but I definitely will next summer. This shade is so beautiful, and it's coming off a little bit lighter on camera than it is in real life. The next Stella Chroma mystery was quite the surprise. This one was from July, and I would describe it as a neon pink base with all of these wild glitters, blue hex glitters, orange hex glitters. I think there's some pink in there, some black shreds, maybe some bar glitters. No, I think those are just shreds, but it's pretty much like an everything but the kitchen sink kind of shade. I'm not used to seeing these kind of shades, glitter shades in general, from Stella Chroma. She does make them from time to time, and they're always really well formulated, but this mix in particular, I was just like, whoa. So here is what it looks like on the nails. This is 3 coats. I think it was fully opaque in 2 coats, but I ended up doing 3 because I wanted to get more glitters out. I did hold this one upside down for a little bit, but still didn't get too many of the orange ones. I don't know. This one is an interesting mix. I'm not sure it's for me. Like I said, I'm not a big glitter person. I like micro glitter, and I don't know. This one's just a little bit loud for me. And same situation with August's mystery shade. This one has a silver holographic base. It is stunning. It looks like crushed diamonds. And then neon matte hex glitters in blue, green, and pink, and micro glitters too. Same situation. I opened this and my jaw dropped. This polish is loud. I had more success getting out glitters with this one, but they are concealed just a little bit by that silver hollow base. I don't know if I'll be keeping this one either. It's just a little intense for me. And then similar situation with this most recent Stella Chroma mystery. This one's from September this year, and I was surprised for the opposite reason. It was just really interesting to go from some crazy loud glitter curlies to a more subdued cream shade, but I love Stella Chroma's creams. They're always formulated in like a squishy jelly finish. They're very easy to apply and build up quickly to full opacity. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color for fall. Here is what it looks like in 3 coats. It did take 3 coats to build up, but it dried down super shiny and glossy. Yeah, love this one. And then I did a mystery bag destash from a friend of mine, a nail friend, and she hooked me up, you all. This is probably the most exciting part of this entire haul. I ordered 10 polishes. I think she sent a few extras, and they are seriously all stunning. So this first one comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer. It is House on Haunted Chill. You can see this one came out in their initial release, although they re-released it in their newer bottle, but I don't have any square bottle Bee's Knees, so I'm excited to have this one. This has a blurply base, an indigo kind of base, and it's got lots of shifty shimmer. I see shifts to gold, green, blue, purple, and maybe some copper and pink. Here is what it looks like in 3 coats. It actually built up to be more opaque than I was expecting. These kind of super shifty older Bee's Knees lacquer, some of them are very light and ethereal and not super saturated, and this one just towed the line in between. It was saturated enough to build up well, but I could also see myself using it as a topper. By the way, I will link down in the description box all of the destashes that I shopped this month. There were a few, and yeah, I would recommend both of them. This one comes from Great Lakes Lacquer, and it's called Can You Hear Me Now? It has like a summery bright blue base with a gorgeous green to aqua shifting shimmer. This one was a little bit less pigmented than I was expecting. I think I don't have very many Great Lakes lacquers, but the ones that I do are very pigmented, and this one kind of has a softer feel to it, but I really, really like it. Something about it, ooh, it has a shift of purple too. But anyway, something about it just feels very effortless and airy. I could see myself wearing this one in spring or summer. The next one in that mystery bag is from Lollipop Posse Lacquer, and this one's called Moderately Socially Maladjusted. This one has a darker, like kind of cobalt blue base with lots of hollow flakes and some multi-chrome flakes and some shifting shimmer, red to copper to gold to green. It's another one that kind of gives me everything but the kitchen sink kind of vibes. I love garden path lacquers, so I am always welcoming Lollipop Posses into my collection as well. I don't have very many of them, but I love what I do have, and this one is so unique and pretty. This next one is from Death Valley Nails, which is a brand I've been wanting to try, and it's called A Nightingale Singing Jazz. It has a more muted teal base with shimmer that shifts purple to pink, and then some linear holographic. This one reminded me of the way that Stella Chroma formulates her polishes. It was very squishy and jelly, but built up so well in 3 coats. It dried down really shiny, and the fine holographic particles just give this a beautiful twinkle. And then from Rogue Lacquer, we have Shanklin Shine. I think that's maybe how you say it. I'm not sure. This is released from 2019. I don't remember it being released, but I don't know how I could forget such a pretty polish. It has like a sagey base with shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold and scattered hollow sparkle. It is so light, and I have been loving greens like this the past couple years, especially in the springtime. Here is what it looks like built up, and this is like the perfect March green because it's so cool and chilly that it feels perfect for winter, but it feels transitional enough to be worn approaching spring. Also from Rogue Lacquer, I got Prawn Cocktail. This one is perfectly named because I totally see shrimp in this bottle. It's got kind of an orangey base, but because of the shifting shimmer that's red to copper to gold to green, it almost looks kind of corally a little bit, and it's got that scattered hollow sparkle too. So here is what it looks like built up. I am a little bit on the fence about this color, if I'm being honest. It's one that I've tried in the past, not this specific polish, but it reminds me of Wildflower Lacquer. I think it was called Have a Ball, maybe. It was inspired by Lucille Ball. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I think so. But I destashed that one because the color just wasn't flattering. And this one, I'm not sure I will love it either. But I'm going to give it a try. I think I could really like this one. My taste changed, and I think it would look beautiful, especially in the summer when I'm a little darker. From that same mystery bag, I got this polish called Castor. This one is like a very pruggly olive army green. It's got really strong yellow undertones and intense shifting shimmer. I see red to copper to gold to green, I think. I love how well the shimmer pops against this pruggly base too. It's so interesting. This one I'm considering adding to my fall rack as a late addition, very late. Here is what it looks like built up on the nail. You can see the shimmer does show against that base, but not quite as well maybe as it did in the bottle. Very twinkly though, and again, the base color is just so beautiful and unique. I have nothing like it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Elysian Fields. I have that one right here, so I thought I would show you. It's not quite the same. It's a little bit more green and less brown. This one I am so excited for. Yeah, I'm so excited for it. It is called Cupid's Bow, and it has like a burgundy base with all of this large particle shimmer, red to copper to gold to green, holographic flakes, and this base color is something sometimes I shy away from. I don't know, something about like pinky leaning reds I don't always love, but with this shimmer and the hollow flakes and in this this specific color, I just find beautiful. Here is what it looks like built up, and yeah, This is going in my winter rack or my holiday rack. I'm not sure which. I just think this color looks amazing on me. Yeah, this D-stash, it was Brit. I love Brit, but it was Brit's D-stash. She was just so awesome with her mystery bags. I think she asked everybody, you know, what finishes do you like? Are there finishes that you really don't like? Do you like certain brands? She is just the best. So sweet and great customer service as well. I highly recommend. I've shopped from her, I don't know, at least 5 times, and I've always been super pleased with every experience. But she knows I've been looking for a pink with a gold shimmer, so she sent a few of those, which was so sweet. This one's from Anchor and Heart Lacquer, and it's called Sweet Little Cookie. It has like a light, soft, almost bubblegum pink base with holographic micro glitter and gold shimmer. And when I saw this bottle, I was like, oh my goodness, this looks like what I've been looking for. Here is what it looks like built up. I don't know if it's going to be the most flattering shade of pink on me, but for what I'm looking for, oh, okay, I changed my mind. I really like it on me. It's just so bright and happy, and the hollow glitter just, oh, I like that they chose hollow glitter instead of hollow flakes for this one, actually. I just think it makes it a little bit more, feel more whimsical. But yeah, I don't have many Anchor and Heart lacquers. I'm glad to have this one for sure. And same situation with this KB shimmer. She just knows I've been looking for this finish, and it's glorious. I've never heard of this shade, and it looks like, again, exactly what I had in mind. It's called I Don't Want No Shrubs. It's more of a purpley pink base, and then it's got gold microflakes. Here's what that KB shimmer looks like built up, and you can see it's got more of a purple leaning base. It's a lot cooler, and the golden shimmer, the golden flakes, I feel like don't show up quite as boldly on camera as they do in real life, especially in natural sunlight. This one looks stunning. Okay, you all, and I was not kidding when I said that Brit hooked me up with this D-stash. I literally felt like crying when I unboxed the next 2 polishes because they've just been on my lemmings list for so long. This is China Glaze's Riveting. This is a really sought after polish. One of my good friends, Carolina from Gotta Love Polish, I've heard her talk about how amazing it is, and I've got to say, she is 100% correct. It's a dream in real life. It's got this vibrant orange base. I'm tempted to wear it for fall, but honestly, it feels a little bit more summery to me. And then it's got this dazzling gold shimmer throughout. Here is what it looks like built up, and same situation. It doesn't even compare in real life. It looks so much more beautiful in person. I'm just freaking out that I have this in my collection now. And then the other from that mystery bag that I just could not believe that I have my hands on now, it's been one that I've been wanting but never expected to have, is OPI's Golden Eye. This one is just the most beautiful gold flaky. It's ridiculously beautiful. I'm just out of words. I honestly hesitated even swatching these 2 out because I don't want to use up the polish unnecessarily, but my goodness, I had to. Look how glowy. So gorgeous. I'm so pleased. And then after purchasing the mystery bag, she listed some polishes individually, and I had to grab some of those too. So this one is OPI DS Extravagance. This one is like a berry, almost wine base with scattered holographic. It had a gorgeous formula and is so sparkly in the sun. It's not as hollow, of course, as like mainstream hollows or linear hollow from Color Club, but you can definitely see that sparkle, and I think I might wear this one this winter. Another one I'll be wearing this winter is OPI Pirouette My Whistle. This one is a white glitter topper. They are kind of like pearly, the glitters, and then it's got micro glitters that are silver as well. This is another one that has kind of been on my lemmings list for a while. I've just heard a lot of people talk about how wonderful it is, and I see why now. It is the perfect topper for winter. Just the white and the silver together reminds me of snow falling. I also got this one from Brit, another older KB shimmer. I'm loving that. It's called Citrine. This one's a really brassy, loud gold. It's very yellow toned, and it's like a metallic flaky with holographic. Here is what it looks like built up, and I love a loud, brassy gold. I love all golds, but especially like yellow golds. They're just so obnoxiously fun. This is one I'll probably put on my Christmas rack. I don't know. I could see it looking gorgeous in summer too, but I really like loud golds around the holidays. This next one, and we're still continuing with this D-stash, Cirque Colors El Capitan probably. This one is an olive green cream, and I don't have many olive green creams. For someone who is now loving green polish, I don't think I really have any olive green creams. I have Wild Willow now. We're going to look at that in a second, from Orly, but I don't have many others. So I was definitely excited to have this in my collection. Plus, Cirque has some amazing creams. Their creme formula is beautiful. And I really like the old Cirque logo. I don't have anything else with this on the bottle. So here is El Capitan in 2 coats. Really shiny finish, super smooth and even formula, in a gorgeous color. Next, we've got another Lollipop Posse lacquer. This one is called the Garden Path. It's like a peacock, or is it called Persian blue, maybe, with holographic glitter and shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green. And I, again, don't typically like dark blues, but I really like it with this shimmer. Like, the contrast you get between the two colors is stunning. Here's what that one looks like, and it's a little bit darker in real life than it's coming off on camera, but I can tell it's going to be a stunner too. This one would be really pretty in fall. I'm kind of tempted to wear this next one right now. This is the last one from Brit's D-stash, by the way. This is Illyrian Mixed Emotions. This has like a navy-ish denim blue base, but it's got a lot of gray in there, shifting shimmer, and really shifty, gigantic flakies. On paper, I don't usually like this finish, but in real life, oh my goodness, like, look at all of the colors in this bottle. It's magnificent. Here's this one built up, and I just love the flakes. Like, there is so much going on in here. I think I'm putting this one in my winter rack. I'm gonna have a huge winter rack this season. Next, we're gonna take a look at some Polished for Days shades. These I wanted to get when they initially released, but I didn't. I like forgot the drop was happening. I've been doing that a lot lately with collection releases. I just feel like with the baby, I can't stay on top of that anymore. I used to be so organized. I don't feel like an organized person anymore, but that is neither here nor there. When these restocked, I did pick them up. So this first one is Polished for Days Wherever You Dwell. This one you cannot tell, but it has a navy blue base and lots of shifting shimmer. It's mostly looking gold, but there's copper and green too. So when this came in, when I saw it in the bottle, I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if I like this, because y'all know I love a gold shimmer, but this is a lot. Like, it looks like you can't even see the base color. And what I loved about this from what the swatcher showed was that contrast between the blue and the gold, and I was afraid that was going to get lost in translation on the nail. But I'm so happy to say on the swatch wheel, at least, you can still see that bluish purple base. The shimmer is so bold, but it doesn't overtake the base. So love this one. And honestly, this collection did not feel Halloween to me. So I'm looking forward to wearing these other times of year. I'm not sure when. This one I could see fall or winter. This next one came from that same collection. It's called Come Out to Socialize. This one has a blue base, and it's got shifts to aqua and like a turquoisey green. It is incredibly metallic and sparkly. I had to grab it when Caitlin swatches said it was the kind of nail polish that you can see from outer space. That description just, it got me. So here is what that one looks like built up on the nail. And I was kind of surprised. I was so drawn to this one because I have some other polishes with this kind of base color and I honestly don't reach for it super often. But something about this one, it's just very shiny. I had to have it. Next, we have a polish not from that collection. This was their Maui charity polish, and it is that. So this one has like a tealish base with all of these glowing green to blue shifting flakes, and I love this kind of flake. I see Rogue using it a lot. I feel like I see Polished for Days using it very often. Something about them just feels like really squishy. Like I just want to get them out of the bottle and squish them. I don't know. They just look, I think they look very dimensional. I love that. So here's what that one looks like built up. Definitely one I'll save for next summer. And I can't wait. It's so lush. And then the polish I could not live without from that release was the stunning pink called Look Alive. This one I was sure when I purchased I had something similar to it in my collection, but I can say seeing it in person, that's false. I don't have anything quite like this. It's amazing. It's got this incredibly vibrant purpley pink base, lots of hollow flakes, and shimmer that shifts blue to green to purple. It's remarkable. So here is what it looks like built up. And when I saw this on the nail wheel, I was inspired to maybe in the future, maybe do a comparison video comparing all of my bright pinks with blue shimmer because I have a lot of them and I love each one. They're all incredible, but this one, whew, it might be my favorite. I don't know. Well, I'll have to make that call once I wear it. I was at Meijer and they had Studio M there, so I had to grab a few of those. Last time I grabbed a Studio M topper, I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to just grab a few more. This one is called Surprise Party, and I was drawn in by all the colors as well as the name. I just think they're so suited to each other. This is one of the least base heavy toppers I have ever seen from a drugstore. All of those glitters came out in one coat. They were super abundant on the nail. I don't know how I feel about this topper. I think I'll like it with a different base, but it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Like, definitely feels appropriate for some kid birthday or something like that. Or adult birthday, you know, we have fun too. And then this topper I think I prefer between the two. It is called That's Rich. It's a, I don't know, like a coppery kind of topper. It's got gold glitters in a variety of different sizes. Copper colored glitters in a variety of sizes. Here's what it looks like over a brick red cream. I don't know that I love this pairing, but I do really like that topper. Again, that is one coat, so I love that Studio M really packs their toppers with lots of stuff. That's what we like. When Kelly and Marissa released this second collaboration with Orly, I had to grab a few of these shades. This one came out in the initial collaboration and I never grabbed it, but I decided to this time around. It's called Kelly's Solar Flare. This one is a beautiful purple base with blue shimmer. And I had to get it after trying and loving Synthetic Symphony. So here is Solar Flare on the nails and it's stunning. Like this with a hollow flaky topper. Yeah, I'm done. That is a beautiful, beautiful polish. And I wanted to grab this collaboration shade as well. This one is Kelly's Solstice. This one has an aqua base and a more subtle, because it's tonal, green to gold shimmer. I definitely like Kelly's Solar Flare more, but this one is beautiful too, especially in the summertime. The next purchase I made, I kind of regret. No, I do regret. I got a Color Club mystery box. They were doing a big sale. I think it was like each polish is $1 or something like that, and they had a limit of 12 this time. So I said, okay, I'll spend $12 on 12 polishes plus shipping, of course. And I don't know if I would have done that again, even if they're beautiful shades. I just don't need them. I didn't need them. So I'm not sure if I would do it again. I don't think I would. This first shade is a mood changing nail lacquer. it says, and it is called Heartbreaker. These bottles are two-toned, so I'm guessing it's supposed to change to this color on the bottom to this color up top. They are so remarkably similar that I can't even tell a difference, and I can't get them to change really on the nail wheel either. This bottom part's slightly purple, and the top part is pink, so I think probably when it's cold, it's a deeper color, and warm, it's this lighter pink color. So here is what it looks like built up. I didn't add a top coat because it dried down to this gorgeous matte finish actually. But this one had a nice formula. I don't know. I think if it was just in a regular polish bottle, I would have liked it more. I'm kind of let down that it doesn't change colors much. This next shade is what I assume is a gel shade based on the bottle. I don't know. I don't know much about gel. I don't have any other Color Club gel polishes. Nowhere on this polish bottle does it say gel. But why else would they use this bottle? I don't know. It just says nail lacquer. And the bottom doesn't say anything about gel either. It's called Birthday Suit. So this one I was thrown off by because it looks like it's gel. I should try curing it, but I didn't. It seemed to dry. I didn't like test it out because I didn't want to mess it up on purpose. But it did dry with air after a certain amount of time. So I'm thinking it's not gel, but like, why is it in this bottle? I just don't get it. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. It had a pretty bad formula. You can't really tell, you kind of can, but it's really streaky and patchy, and I didn't like it. Yeah, it's a fine color, but I don't know. I just have so many questions. This was the next mystery shade in this frosted bottle. It is rose scented, as you can see, and it's called First Kiss. This one is like a kind of rosy pink shade. Here's what this one looks like built up. It's not a bad color. I prefer this mood changing one better because it's cooler. But yeah, this one's not a bad color, but the scent is so cloying. I do not like rose scented things, and as soon as I opened the bottle, like, it made me gag. It was too much. So this one I'll probably pass on. It's just not that unique of a color, and if I don't like rose, I'm not interested. This one I did really, really like, fortunately. It's called Regatta Red. This one is a pinky red, but it almost has like a berry feel to it. Here's what it looks like on the nails. It pulls a lot more red once it's on the nail than it does in the bottle, and the formula was perfect. This is a beautiful shade, and honestly, there are enough in this mystery bag that it made it worth the money. This was one that made it worth the money. I really like the next one as well. It's this warm sheer pink jelly loaded with white hex glitters, white micro glitters, and like pearly white bar glitters. So fun. I just wish it had a name, but I'll have to check out the site and see if I can figure out what it is. Here's what it looks like built up, and it's just so cute and fun. It's very sheer, so I wouldn't wear it on its own, but I'm going to put it in my topper drawer. I think it would look good over a lot of things because the base is so sheer. Again, I just wish it had a label. I don't like having to look up what different polishes are. For this, it shouldn't be too hard because it's so unique, but some of the creams we'll see in a second, I have no idea what color they are, and as a I don't know, someone who recommends nail polish to other people, it's kind of important for me to know the names of things. The next one, same kind of situation, no idea what the name is. It's a gorgeous color, but like I can only guess based on the site. It is a cool toned bubblegum pink. This one had a fantastic formula as well. It's a color that I really, really enjoy. Reminds me a lot of Zoya Jordan. But yeah, I'll probably stick to wearing it as a pedicure or under toppers if I don't know what the base color is called. This next shade is perfect for fall. It is called What's the Matter? It is a matte, I'm guessing, based on the bottle and the name. A matte multi-chrome. We've got shifts to gold, green, and copper. I think I added a top coat. That's how I would wear it, but the shifts in here are very pretty. Yeah, and it's gonna look fantastic in the fall. Then next we have another no name. This one is a really stunning Tiffany blue kind of seafoam green color. It had an okay formula. It had a really skinny brush. Some of these had the new paddle brush and some of them had super skinny brushes, which I can change out, but a little bit patchy with that skinnier. I also got this warm toned gray called Lady Holiday. It's probably called Lady Holiday, not Lady Holiday. But anyway, it's a warm toned gray cream. Nothing super exciting, but Color Club does creams very well, especially when you get a paddle brush. This one had a really good formula, super easy to work with, and yeah, mid-tone grays are great under toppers, so happy to have this one, and I'm sure I'll use it. Up next is a navy blue. I just compared it to one of the other navy blues I have from Color Club called Nail Roby. I thought they might be the same one, but you can see Nail Roby is more purple and this mystery one has more gray in the base. This one's super dark. It almost reads black on the nail, and I'm not a big navy person, but again, could look great under some toppers. The next one is very appropriately named Glitter Bomb. It is a purple holographic glitter bomb. This one I'm sure could be built up on its own, but I wanted to swatch it as a topper because that's likely how I'll wear it. And I really like it. I don't have any other purple glitter toppers, so this will get some great use in my collection. Next is another no-name shade. This one I could probably figure out what it is though, but it's funny because I actually got this in one of my TJ Maxx mystery bags a couple years ago, and it also had no name, so I still don't know what it is. But anyway, it is a clear base with lots of silver glitter. It's very textured and sparkly, and the glitters are super fine. Here's what it looks like built up on its own. It kind of has a pixie dust feel to it. It is has no top coat over it here, but it's very textured and sandy, and actually looks really good without a top coat. Then the next few shades, and well, the rest of the shades I have to share with you today are either purchases I made from TJ Maxx, and a good amount of them were also sent courtesy of Beyond Polish. Like I mentioned in the intro, I was really interested in doing more comparisons on my channel for these mainstream releases I've been reviewing, and Beyond Polish offered to send me some like staples, some, you know, mainstream must-haves, because that's so helpful when it comes to comparisons. This first one is from Itsy, and it's Fiji. There we go, it's Fiji. This one is a light pink cream shade, and it's one I hear a lot of people talking about. This one didn't have a perfect formula, but it was really nice, especially with the paddle brush. I got pretty easy, smooth opacity in 3 coats. This one I am very excited for. I wasn't when it released, but after it released and I saw people's swatches, I was like, why didn't I get that? And now I have it. It is Orly's Ephemeral. This one has a clear base, and it is loaded with gold to green, maybe, shifting shimmer. It's so ethereal and magical feeling. Here's what it looks like built up, and this is another one that I think would make a fabulous topper over other things to give me that gold sheen that I love so much. This Orly I got from TJ Maxx, and it's called Muy Caliente. This one is a vibrant neon red cream. I've been seeking this one, and when I saw it at that price tag, oh, Marshall's I guess, not TJ Maxx, but when I saw that price tag, I had to get it. The formula was perfect. I guess I didn't top coat this one. It didn't dry down super shiny, but yeah, it was an easy 2-coater. I got this one from Marshall's too. It is called November Fog. This one's at Marshall's every time I go, and I've just never, I don't know, I've just never grabbed it. I don't know why. But this time I just felt compelled to, and wow, what have I been waiting for? It is a glorious shade. It had easy, smooth 2-coat coverage, and it just got some dustiness to it that makes it perfect for this time of year. Yeah, the formula couldn't have been any better on this one. And I could say that for the next one too. This one's Orly Red Rock. This one is a brick red cream. It's got a lot of brown in the base, and I might have to add this one to my fall rack too, you all. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats. It was very smooth and easy to apply. Absolutely stunning. The next shade is Orly's Wild Willow. This one is an olivey green cream. It's got a lot of yellow in the base, and when this released I wasn't super interested, but now that I love greens I was, and in person it's really amazing and stunning. If you're wondering how it compared to Cirque's El Capitan, it's just a little bit lighter, and El Capitan is more saturated and deeper. Here's what this one looks like built up. I think it took 3 coats for me to get fully opaque. I could be misremembering, but either way, it turned out just beautiful. Here's another classic Orly. This one is Metamorphosis. It has a dark, almost like piney green base, but it's got a lot of dustiness to it and some kind of hazy, dense, shifting shimmer that shifts copper to gold. This is another one I kept going back and forth on when it released, and now that I have it in person, I understand the hype. The base color is just so beautiful, and mainstream brands don't really release these shifty shimmers often, so when they do, I really like to have them in my collection. This next shade is Orly Sagebrush. In my head, this was a lot greener, and once I saw it in person, I realized it's like almost a gray that leans green. It's very unique. Here is what it looks like built up, and yeah, next to these 2 greens, it doesn't even look like a green. It looks like a gray that leans green. So interesting. I'm really excited to have this one in my collection as well. This is OPI, My Studios on Spring. It's a really pretty, oh man, I feel like I'm not very good with my descriptor words for these green shades, but it is a cooler mid-toned green. Would you call it? I don't know. What would you call it? And here's what that one looks like built up. It had a great formula. I feel like it's kind of piney, like I see evergreen trees when I look at this. Just a few more OPIs and we'll have seen the entire haul. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. This next one has been on my lemmings list for a while, and now that I'm seeing it in person, I again just totally understand the hype. This is OPI Chopsticks and Stones. I haven't heard people talk about this shade in quite a while, and if you have it in your collection, it deserves to be brought back out. I can't wait to wear this winter. It's just the most broody, dark, vampy blue with this intense blue shimmer. And I was kind of afraid it would not translate well on the nails. But how gorgeous is that? Like, to me, this looks like it could be an indie polish. Stunning. This next one is Malaga Wine, and I bet if you're if you're an OPI lover or an Orly lover, you'll have to let me know in the comments if you've been able to predict the names of the shades before I tell you. Because again, I feel like these are polishes that were gaps in my collection that I should have had all along. They're staples. But Malaga Wine is a little bit deeper in person than it's coming off on camera. It is a red with some really cool like purple lean to it. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats. It had a perfect formula. Really easy to work with and super easy to apply. All right, that's a little bit more true to color. It's just super dark and vampy. I want to make sure that comes across on camera. 3 more. This one is Taupeless and Barefoot. This one's a really beautiful taupey shade. It's warm. Here it is next to Essie's Chinchilli. In case you're wondering, they are very close. I feel like the Essie has a little bit more brown in it, maybe. Here's what that one looks like built up. It is so, so beautiful. I love these kinds of shades in the winter time. They're cozy. Next is Lisbon Once More OPI. This one is just your classic light pink cream. OPI has so many of these and they are all fantastic. There we go. That's a little bit more color accurate. Yeah, this one is very light. It has a lot of white in the base. So here's what it looks like built up. This one had a very creamy formula, so it built up quickly. I can't wait to wear this one in the springtime. It's so fresh. And then the last polish that I'm sharing with you today is OPI Mod About You. This one is kind of like a bubblegum pink cream too. It's very cool toned. You can see next to SE Fiji, it almost looks like it has a purple lean to it. And this one also had a wonderful formula. So that was my haul. Whew, it's a lot of stuff. It was a big one this time. Let me know down in the comments what like stuck with you. What did you really enjoy from my haul? Do you have any of these polishes? Do I need to go ahead and wear them? Let me know that too. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!